It's your boy Soul Baby, and I want to talk about gang culture and mostly the non-snitching rule today. The non-snitching rule is pathetic, it's garbage, it is null and void today, especially in the black culture, because black culture is gang culture in America. It is crime culture in America. When you talk about black culture, when you talk about African Americans, you're talking about gang and crime culture. Okay, I've always said that black people do not have, black people in America do not have a culture. Their only culture is crime culture. If you look at country music, when you think about country music, what do you think about? You think about Europeans drinking whiskey and riding horses and getting girls and stuff like that. You think about hay and the whole like culture around that, right? And so it's the same thing. Hip hop music, what do you think about? Crime, sex, money, murder, stuff like that, right? And so that is our culture in America. This is one of the reasons why I say that I am not a black man and I'm not an African American. I'm actually in America because I was born in America. And African people, when they're born in Africa, they are African. Okay, if an African person was born in America, they are American, but they have what you call African culture. Okay, so which means that their parents probably came here as immigrants, and their parents still implicate the culture, the African culture, to their children, but their children probably were born in America. Okay, so they're American, but they still adopt the African culture. Okay, so now that we got that out the way, that we know what culture is. The non-snitching thing. Non-snitching thing is pathetic. The reason why the non-snitching thing is pathetic is because if you really go back and trace back to where gangs actually were created, they were created back when the Black Panthers were facing immense adversity, right? Well, the Black Panthers created a organization. Okay, they expand upon an organization. There was black people in America that was facing immense adversity, and they needed to protect themselves and protect their communities, so they created gang. A gang in the dictionary term just merely means a group of people. Okay, and so they created gangs in order to protect their people, right? Because they were dealing with a lot of racism, a lot of adversities, dealing with getting their children were getting ran over by cars and shot dead in the streets. I'm talking about 12-year-olds getting shot dead by white people and police officers. I'm talking about they were like catching 14-year-old black guys and just like shooting them dead. You know what I'm saying? And so, and this was when we were segregated, okay? So we had our own communities. So their communities were thriving, the Europeans' communities were thriving, and then black people's communities weren't thriving, and they were just, and whenever, basically put it this way, whenever a European got mad or his wife pissed him off or something or whatever, they would come over to the black communities, which were segregated, and they would just kill black people and beat black people up and do things like that. And so basically black people had to get together and create an organization that would protect them from this adversity. Okay, so when they created the Black Panthers were an organization that was helping with the adversity that was being bestowed upon the black people in those neighborhoods. Okay, so simply this is what I'm getting to. What I'm getting to today is the gangs back then, right, were the Black Panthers. And the Black Panthers, after they have gotten dismantled, because we all know, if you don't know the story about the Black Panthers, go back and research it, because I'm not trying to make this video too long, but if you guys want me to do that, I'll go and make a whole video about the Black Panthers. But basically, the Black Panthers were dismantled by the clans, the Europeans, the racist Europeans, and stuff like that. Okay, so they were dismantled. Okay, they killed the leaders and locked up some of the leaders and stuff like that. And so what ended up happening was they created a bunch of subgroups. Okay, so Black Panthers still wanted to, fight the Black Panther fight. So they created these subgroups, right? And so these subgroups end up becoming Black P Stones, Folk Nations, the GDs and BDs, and where all of these different subgroups came from. It came from the Black Panthers, okay? And, even as far as Crips and Bloods and stuff like that, Crip means community rebuild in progress, okay? So they were building their community, okay? They were doing things like that. They were trying to still uphold, to build the community. Where it fell short at is that there was, there's a conspiracy, which I don't like to use conspiracy, but there was a conspiracy that there was, the European groups or the government basically told one of the half of the groups, right? Like, let's say the Black P Stones, and they said, hey, they go over there and they put, like, let's say the Black P, let's say for the sake of the argument, we got Bloods and Crips, right? Let's say I put on a black bandana or something like that, or a blue bandana, and I go to the red neighborhood, right? The Blood neighborhood, and I kill a bunch of Bloods over there, right? And so what ends up happening is the Crips think that the Bloods think that the Crips killed them, right? Like, oh, it's the guys with the blue, they killed some of our people over here, we gotta go retaliate, right? So this is where all of this retaliation stuff came from. It was really a what you call an informant or a spy, right? Someone that basically manipulated the violence, okay? Somebody basically put on a red shirt and a red bandana and went and killed some Crips, and the Crips said, oh, we gotta go retaliate, and then back and forth. But really it wasn't about that, it was about peace, okay? This is what these organizations were about. They were about peace and building and rebuilding and protecting their own people, right? And so this is where you get the black on black crime and black on black violence from. Okay, so the reason why I said snitching, the non-snitching rule, okay, bringing it back to that. Back then there were a lot more organization. It was a lot more organized. Okay, so everything that they did, even the mafia. If you look at the mafia, the Italian mafia, they were very organized. So when they said don't snitch, they mean everything we're doing is for the family, right? So our goal is to make our families wealthy wealthy and rich beyond their wildest dreams, taking care of our families so they never want for anything, right? And so because this is what our goal point is, we're going to do crime, we're going to do whatever type of crime we need to do in order to make our families healthy and wealthy, right? And so that's the goal. And so they just organized it and said, hey, don't snitch, right? Don't snitch outside of this family, because if you snitch outside of this, if you snitch on the family, you're pretty much a rat, and that pretty much means that you're not with us, that you're trying to bring us down. And our goal is to make everybody wealthy and healthy, okay? So that's where the non-snitching thing really thrives. And I'm not encouraging violence, and I'm not encouraging crime, but I'm just explaining that there were actual structure, okay, within these groups, okay? Nowadays in the black community, Chicago, Illinois, over there in St. Louis and Bankhead and Atlanta and all these different places, even in Detroit where I'm from, and in New York, you got all these black people that are killing each other literally with no structure. They have no structure in their gangs. They don't even know why they're killing each other. It just started with somebody killed somebody, or somebody didn't kill that person. They just thought that those people killed that person, and then now they're just retaliating. And then since they retaliated, those people say, "Oh, well, you killed my people," and then they go and kill back and forth, and it does like that. Okay, and it never ends. And all it starts with it, and it can all, and really, it all starts with just a rumor. I heard such and such got killed. Oh, they killed my cousin. Oh, was it the blood that killed my cousin? Okay, well, I'm a Crip. I'm gonna go over there and kill them. And then the blood say, oh, that Crip came over here and killed one of our kinfolk. We gotta go over there and kill the Bloods. It's that whole thing back and forth. And so what I'm saying is, there's no structure today. There is no structure with the whole, no, don't snitch. Don't snitch for what? All gang members today, especially in the black community, snitch. They all snitch. You know why? Because they literally have no sense of direction like they had back in the day. Like when the Black Panthers built the Black Panther Party, they had a sense of direction. They had structure. They said, this is what we're doing this for. We're doing this to protect our people. Nowadays, gang members don't even have, who are they protecting? What neighborhoods are they protecting? Why are they protecting those neighborhoods? There is literally no structure to why they're doing what they're doing. See, I could respect them more if they actually had structure. See, I don't respect gang members today because they don't have any structure. They're literally just killing each other for no reason. But these same gang members will not go and kill a cop that killed their cousin. Okay, you gonna get mad at that dude over there that killed your cousin, right? That look like you, but you won't get mad at that cop. Okay, that cop is a gang too. The police force is a gang too. They're one of the biggest gangs. The police force is a gang. So why? And I'm not inciting violence on the police, but I'm just saying that if you're going to be killing each other like this, all because they rep a color and maybe there was a rumor that such and such killed your cousin, and now all y'all just killing each other. If y'all gonna do that, then why wouldn't you, right, go after the biggest gang, right? Since y'all so brave. And let me tell you why. It's because you're not brave. None of you guys are brave. Okay? Now, in any way, like I said, I'm not exciting violence at all. I don't want nobody going and trying to kill the police and none of that stuff. They're just, majority of police is just doing their job, okay? Trying to get a paycheck, they're trying to feed their families. But what I'm saying is, y'all are some suckers. Y'all scary. Y'all not gonna really do anything. Y'all some suckers. You're not really gonna go and do. Y'all only killing each other because y'all grew up with each other. Y'all grew up with each other in middle school. You know how it is when let's say you first get with a woman, right? You trying to be all cool and stuff. Like, oh man, you ain't trying to fart, pass gas in front of her. You know what I'm saying? You ain't trying to hawk up a spit in front of her because you trying to seem like you just this cool person. She doing the same thing. She holding in her poops and stuff. She at your house and she don't want to poop in your toilet and stuff like that. Y'all trying to be. But then after y'all start dating, after a while, couple years, y'all pooping in front of each other, farting in front of each other. Doing all kind of stuff. And that's the same way. That's the same thing that I'm basically saying. That's the same thing that I'm basically saying with this whole organization, this whole gang stuff. They grew up with each other. They're too familiar with each other. They're too familiar with each other, and so they rather just kill a person that they know. Yeah, I'm back in middle school. Yeah, I grew up with him, and and so now he's with the other gang, and the old opposing gang, and so I'm gonna just go over there and kill him because I know him a lot. I know him. It's just like a woman that, you know how a scorned woman is. She know all your deepest, darkest secrets, and go and piss her off and see won't she tell all your deepest, darkest secrets. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and piss her off. That's the same thing these young dudes are doing. They basically know each other's deepest, darkest secrets. They know each other's family members. They know what's gonna hurt them the most. And so they're saying it, they're doing it, they're killing each other, they're trying to just hurt each other as best as possible. It's pathetic. So No snitching? Get out of here. It's nonsense. Especially in the black culture. It's nonsense. There is no structure in these gangs anymore. They don't even know what they're fighting for. They're literally just killing each other because of color. And it ain't because of the color of their rags. It's because of the color of their skin. Black people, American blacks hate blacks. Black people hate black people. It's called reverse racism. Period. That all for now. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Get down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this subject matter. Do y'all agree with the snitching or the no snitching policies? Do y'all think that we should just get rid of that, like we should get rid of the N-word? If I believe if nobody else can say the N-word, if we not letting other people say the N-word, then why are we saying it? Simple. So anyway, get down in the comment section. Y'all let me know. Be love, be peace, be good, be blessed.